Assalamualaikum and hi to our respected examiners and beloved audience. In this video, I am going to present the topic of my case study for a final year project, which is Port Terminal Information System. Before that, my name is Nuruna Jiha binti Zainuddin, and this project was supervised by Encik Hairuddin bin Abdul Majid. This is the content of Chapter 1 that we will discuss in this video. First, let's see the overview of the project background for this case study. PTIS is a system that was requested by Johor Berhad. Johor provides many facilities and services for their user. The system can provide a platform for users to manage and update their business process systematically. The system provides efficient, interactive, and fast user-friendly service, and also managed by different departments and different users. The system consists of three categories of users, which are shipping agent, forwarding agent, and haulier, and also to simplify the business process inside the website. This project aimed at developing a web-based port terminal information system to provide efficient business activities with process simplification and visible interface. The objective of these projects are to gather the requirements in existing system and design the requirement, to develop web-based system and simplify the process, and to test PTIS and detect any defects. The scope of this project: the system is proposed to redesign the system into new visible interface. Web-based application is responsive and can be viewed from mobile or personal computer. The system provides business process and all transactions are consolidated at one place, and user can view history transaction that was successful. Next, we will discuss Chapter 2, which is Summary of Literature Review. We compare JPB system with three other port systems, which are Penang Port, Port of Tanjung Pelepas, and Port of Amsterdam. The result of the study shows that all ports applied manual registration form except Port of Amsterdam, while only Penang Port and Port of Amsterdam provide report of analysis in their state. Next, we will discuss Chapter 3. Agile methodology is the most suitable approach because it can fix and debug the problem at early stage. It is also known as iterative approach. In this project, Rational Unified Process (RUP) was chosen. There are four phases, which are inception, elaboration, construction, and transition phase. In inception phase, requirement was defined and frequent meeting was organized at Johor Berhad. In elaboration phase, requirements are transformed into UML diagram such as use case diagram. In construction phase, requirements are developed using Java technology with MVC architecture, and then the testing was conducted with user and stakeholder. In transition phase, the project was deployed to web hosting. Next is the software and hardware used during development and design phases. We now can proceed to Chapter 4. But before we go through in detail in Chapter 4, let's see the difference between existing system and the proposed PT system. So this swimlet as if is the existing process that occurred in the current Johor Berhad. So in Johor, they have an integrated system which is consists of VCS, MPTS, JSTL, FZIPs, and EJPBI. So every time the user or shipping agent want to complete their tasks and transaction, they have to log into different system to submit the information. So let's say they want to submit for vessel particular and vessel schedule, they have to log into the VCS system. Meanwhile, if they want to submit for storage bay plan and container order, they have to log in to the JSTL system, while FZIP store the BL and manifest system. So this approach is not the best practice for Johor because currently their business operation is growing, so and getting bigger, so it required a lot of tasks to be done, so they want to improve the business process. So if you can see, for the forwarding agent and haulier, they have to log in into eJPBI to submit the delivery request and pre-advise for forwarding agent. Meanwhile, for haulier, they have to log in into JPBI to create the pre-get out and pre-get in. So all of these users must log in into different systems to complete the transaction. So the Johor Port proposed to develop PTIS in order to consolidate or together all the important information from the other system into one system to help user understanding for the business flow and operation. Okay, next let's see the Swimlane 2B. And Swimlane 2B is a proposed system or proposed process by Johor Port Berhad. So as you can see in the screen, this is the Swimlane 2B. So we consolidate all the transaction inside PTIS. So this is only important information that required by Johor Port for forwarding agent, shipping agent, and haulier to complete all the information in order to request for a service from Johor Port. So let's say shipping agent just need to log in into the PTIS just once, then they can create vessel particular, vessel schedule, and if they choose import transaction, they can submit the storage pay plan, container order, and also export booking if they choose export transaction. Then they also can submit create BL and also manifest and marine request, so they don't have to log in into the other system such as JSTL or FYP2 to complete the transaction. Meanwhile, for forwarding agent, in the same system, they can complete the submission of delivery request and pre-advise. So after the forwarding agent submit the delivery request, haulier will get the same ID to submit the pre-get out. Meanwhile, after the forwarding agent submit the pre-advise, haulier will get the ID to submit pre-get in. So as you can see, the flow of the business operation is more clear and more easier than the previous system. The previous system make the user become more confusing and lots of things need to be done. Okay, so that's all for the Swimlane. Next, let's proceed to the requirement analysis for this project. In this chapter, we will discuss the requirement analysis. This is the use case of PTIS, which divided into 4 packages and consists of 4 actors and 14 use cases. In this project, MVC architecture was implemented to develop PTIS. It divided into 3 layers, which are model, view, and controller. This is the database design for PTIS. Next, we will see the interface of PTIS. This interface fulfills the user's requirement to provide a portal with port information to simplify the business process and user-friendly. Next, we will discuss Chapter 5. Port Terminal Information System was developed by using programming language. PTIS implement MVC architecture that separate model, view, and controller. For the view, GSP displays a complex coding into GUI that can be understood by user. Bootstrap helps to make the system become responsive and viewed by mobile and computer screen. For the model, bin folder contains a few classes objects for the data. For the controller, servlet receives the request from JCB and sent to database. After PTIS was developed successfully, two testing methods was conducted to gather feedback for a system improvement and debug the error. At first, usability testing was conducted with 3 different users. This is a technique to test users' understanding with the flow of the system. There are 5 instructions given to 3 users and they complete the task without any guidance. The problem detected during this testing is, first, flow of the system seems confusing, cannot identify document submission progress, and also user access control by different type of system returns and user type. Next, we conduct a UAT testing. This is the final phase of software testing process where end user involved in this testing. All tasks performed without any problems and staff of JPB satisfied with the outcomes. The conclusion of the projects is the development of PTIS has fulfilled all the objectives that stated before. However, there are few challenges happen in each phase of software development, but all challenges has been overcome successfully. The suggestion for future development of PTIS are, first, to improve the system with notification inside the system, and second, to improve the system with help desk like chat. So this is the Gantt chart of PTIS. If you have any inquiries, you can ask me during online Viva presentation. Thank you for watching.